Championship Series. There are 2 remaining in the National League. It is the reigning champion Los Angeles Dodgers and the Milwaukee Brewers. Shohei Ohtani ready to lead off. Mookie Betts, Teoscar Hernandez, Dave Roberts has Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, Tommy Edman in the middle of the order with Max Muncy, Kike Hernandez, and Andy Pages rounding out the starting 9. And Ronnie, it's going to be an opener tonight as Lauren laid out, and it's going to be Aaron Ashby, the big lefty, on the mound.
He appeared in 4 of the 5 games in the division series. One of those appearances was as an opener. He's got some of the best, most elite stuff in baseball. Sinking fastball, great change, and a great hammer curveball.
Shohei Ohtani, Frenchie, you talked about his struggles at the plate. Now, he did pitch. He made his first ever postseason start in Game 1 against the Phillies of the division series. Got the win in that game. Offensively, though, he's been a little shaky.
1 for 18, and when you talk to Dave Roberts, flying open. And the lefties for the Phillies pounded him inside. And as we look, only 1 walk, 1 more, but it was intentional in that series. This is a guy that had 109 walks, Ronnie, during the regular season. He has got to let the game come to him a little bit.
You know what makes the hitter open up? Because he's sick of getting jammed. Yeah. That's what the Phillies did.
And the one advantage he had, too, 16 out of the 28 Bs were for left-handed pitching, and exactly why you're probably seeing Ashby get the ball here in Game 1 tonight.
Well, soak it up. It's been a long time coming. These fans in Milwaukee have waited 7 long years to host a National League Championship Series game. It incidentally was against the Los Angeles Dodgers back in 2018.
You know, I mentioned that Ashby has elite stuff, but he had 4 walks to go with his 4 strikeouts. The walks can sometimes be troublesome.
John Lipka at his first championship series, the home plate umpire. He says play ball, and away we go in Game 1 of the NLCS. Ohtani's 2 home runs came in Game 1 of the wild card game against Cincinnati. Allen missing as Ashby and his catcher William Contreras take a second look. Ashby used as an opener in the division series, gave up a 3 spot, as Ronnie mentioned, trying to get back on the horse. And there is the pulling out of the shoulder immediately on the first swing.
I mean, the sinking fastball, Frenchie.
That's what we talked about. Sanchez, 98, all day right in there.
Just running in on his hands. In fact, the catcher Contreras will sit down right down the middle of the plate because Ashby has so much movement on his fastball.
2 balls and a strike. Now goes to 3-1. So because the Brewers are in an opener scenario, that is Quinn Priester. He's been a starting pitcher throughout the regular season. Priester will be the bulk pitcher, so he gets a long runway to warm up, and he's already throwing in the pen as Ohtani draws the walk.
Well, and for the Brewers tonight, William Contreras gets the start. Of course, for Pat Murphy behind the plate, Durbin, Ortiz, Rice Terang with that big home run in Game 5, and Andrew Vaughn at first. And in the outfield tonight, a little something different, guys. We're going to see Isaac Collins get his first start. Sal Frelick only 8 times in center field this year in center field, and of course, Jackson Turrio in right field.
That's a big story for Milwaukee, the fact that Frelick is in center field. He's had very few starts out there over the last couple of months. Last start in center field was August 19th, only 2 since the 31st of May. As Mookie Betts takes strike 1. All of the games at Dodger Stadium, Betts was a force. He had 6 hits in 9 at-bats, including 3 doubles in the wild card series against Cincinnati. Dodgers won their division, but they had the 3rd worst division record, so they went into the wild card series as Betts pops it up. And the first out of the ball game for Aaron Ashby. You bet John Lipka. James Hoy is the crew chief. He's over at first base, one of the better umpires in the game. Been to 2 World Series. Adam Beck is at second. Vic Carapazza at third base. The outfield umpires, Chad Fairchild and Mark Ripperger. Remember, it's a 6-man umpiring crew in the postseason. And that'll be a rotation around. We'll see these guys throughout this championship series. striking there on Teoscar Hernandez. He has been the Dodgers' RBI leader this postseason. Had a 2-homer game in Game 1 of the wild card series against Cincinnati. Had a big 3-run home run in Game 1 in Philadelphia of the division series. And Frenchie's got 9 RBIs and 3 homers this postseason in 6 games.
His ability to get the big hit. 3 strikeouts in Game 1, then gets the 3-run homer to change the game with 1 swing.
That home run in Philly was against a lefty, and Matt Strong. Ashby's got him 0-2.
Boy, Ashby has been fastball heavy. He knows he's got a good one today.
About to say, he's letting it rip right now.
He is.
Throws hard. He is a ground ball pitcher. He does get a lot of double plays. Power sinker at 99. And that one's fouled away. And Ronnie, you mentioned it. The Brewers obviously heavily scouting that last series. Every team has scouts at the other series. The Phillies' mantra against the Dodgers was steady fastball. And it seems that Ashby has picked right up on that. He's thrown 12 pitches. Only 3 of them have not been the heater. In the dirt, good block back there by Contreras.
Come out!
This is also a series of 2 great catchers, both defensively and at the plate. And that's as good as it gets.
I mean, that is really an impossible one to try to block. It landed before the plate, but he just put his body in front of it. That's the best he could do.
And how would you have to imagine for a pitcher such confidence to be able to know you can block that? Will Smith there, one of the great ones in the game.
2-2. And a line shot into left field. Collins, he's right there. And there is out number 2. Jeff mentioned that Collins is making his first start in left field in the postseason. He's hardly played. He's a familiar left fielder to the Brewers, Frenchie, but struggled late in the year, and he's out there for the first time. You wonder about his nerves coming into this thing.
You do a little bit. You can see that only 3 at-bats. It's like, hey, you're not going to play, but we're going to play you here.
When the Brewers were at their best, he was the player of the month, rookie player of the month. He'll get some rookie of the year votes.
Here's Freddie Freeman now with 2 away, Ohtani at first.
I think, too, to get his bat in the lineup right now, try to get some of that, what you talked about, Ronnie. At the end of the day, when you're playing the Dodgers like this, you have to be able to score. It's tough to win these ball games 2-1 and 3-2 all the time. You want to know how good that fastball is right now. 1-0 count. Freddie Freeman chasing outside the zone. You don't see that too often.
Freeman, like Ohtani, having to deal with a lot of left-handed pitching this postseason. And getting one as an opener here tonight for Milwaukee. 1 ball, 1 strike. Freeman takes a ball.
Freeman has gotten his hits in this postseason, but not a lot of slug in this postseason because of the left-handed pitching.
Still looking for his first RBI of the postseason. That includes the wild card series and the DS.
Well, he was telling me with Sanchez and Luzardo, he said, I was just trying to scrape my knuckles. Those guys were just relentless on the inner half.
And that's the same thing they're getting from Ashby here in the first inning.
Puts up a 0. Pat Murphy, reigning National League Manager of the Year, might win it for a 2nd consecutive year. His Brewers, as we take a look at our quick fire stats presented by Frigidaire, they have been first inning monsters this postseason. In the division series, 11 first inning runs, an OPS near 1,300. They've got a tough customer on the mound tonight in Blake Snell, whose first offering is in there for a strike. And Ronnie, Blake Snell has been excellent in his first 2 postseason starts, and they are riding the high of this big left-hander right now.
So interesting right from the start. First pitch changeup from Blake Snell to Churio. Blake Snell this is his 13th postseason start, 6-3 ERA, under 3. But the battle here is that he's a swing and miss guy, wants you to chase, and the Brewers are the most patient team in baseball.
Jackson Chourio, 21-year-old talent, appears to be a show pony at this point. He has shined the brightest in his 2 postseasons. A breakout rookie last year at age 20, and he's carried it over in his age 21 season. Big swing and a miss.
And there's that changeup, and we saw it all versus the Phillies anytime, especially right-handed hitters, when he was down in the count, 2-0, 3-1, 2-1. You saw that changeup, and it has been probably maybe his best pitch, best weapon.
In the postseason, hitters are hitting 143 off that change.
2-2 to Chourio. Bouncing ball to third. Max Muncy getting the start here in game 1, and Chourio is retired. And that's how the night begins for Blake Snell. Check that Brewers batting order. You've met Jackson Chourio. Christian Yelich is the designated hitter. And you'll note they go left, right, most of the way down. Contreras, then Treinen, Andrew Vaughn, Sal Frelick in the middle with Caleb Durbin. The switch hitter Isaac Collins and Joey Ortiz rounding out the starting lineup. And here is the face of the Brewers franchise. He was one of the few players that was around when the Brewers and the Dodgers matched up in 2018 in the championship series. Yelich was the MVP that season in his first year as a Brewer. Hard to believe it's been 7 years since.
Crunching that start against the Phillies. Did Snell throw a lot of changeups to left-handed hitters?
Not as many. He was more curveball, slider.
There you go.
And that's been, you said it, the key to this game is for the Brewers hitters to try to swing in the zone. Right there, you go chasing like that. Now, because of that pitch, you just saw 0 for 15 hitters this postseason on the curveball slider against Snell.
Just has such great spin on it. He's at the top of his game, and if you know anything about the 2-time Cy Young Award winner, when he gets on a roll, he can carry it out like 20, 25 starts in a row. That's how good he is.
Now, there's a connection to Snell in that 2018 season. That was his first Cy Young Award when the Dodgers and the Brewers were duking it out in the championship series. Snell won it again 2 years ago, 2023, facing William Contreras.
He did in Tampa Bay his first time, San Diego his second time. He's been with 4 different teams now.
Signed a 5-year deal with the Dodgers prior to this season. There's a good changeup again from Snell. You notice he only made 11 starts, so he signed the big deal. He made 2 starts and then had some shoulder problems early in the season. And it felt like a here we go again, signing a big-name pitcher. The Dodgers have endured so many injuries, especially to their pitchers. So Snell went out in April. He didn't return until August 2nd, made 9 starts from August 2nd till the end of the regular season. But he has never been stronger and better than he has been in this postseason thus far.
I think they're going to have to try to take the humble approach to right-handed hitters and try to go up the middle or the other way. 3
changeups in a row right here. And Snell's smart. And he almost got him here for a 3rd one. And again, you try to get pull, you try to get big on Blake Snell. The groove he's in right now in the postseason, it's going to be a long night.
2-2 to Contreras. And a swing and a miss. That was a curve. Smith blocks it. Applies the tag to secure it, and we are off and running in game 1 of the championship series of the National League. No score. Dodgers coming up.
He saw 6 pitches.
And he's going to face a right-hander next time up.
Well, that's true.
Another 3-2. On the ground, big hop for Caleb Durbin. And a 10-pitch battle, but Priester wins that first round against Baez. Second time around the batting order now. Priester facing Shohei Ohtani. First look at Priester by Ohtani here. One of the main reasons Pat Murphy and pitching coach Chris Hook decide to go with a left-handed starter as an opener is for this reason here. You don't want Ohtani to have as many looks against the same pitcher, especially a right-handed pitcher. As Frenchie mentioned, only 4 plate appearances in the division series against a right-handed pitcher.
I mean, Shohei might see 5 different pitchers in 5 plate appearances tonight.
Born in with that fastball, and he missed with it. A couple of misses with that comeback sinker. But
he's just tugging
on butter.
Yeah, he's just tugging on it a little bit.
2-2. And a foul in and out of the glove of Contreras. Ohtani is such a showstopper. 2 homers in his first game in the wild card series. He was great in the postseason last year, just the presence of him, but he wasn't pitching last year in the postseason, coming back from a second elbow surgery. This is the first year that he's pitched in the postseason, and he got the win in Game 1 of the division series.
3-2.
In 6 innings in that game, he struck out 9. Nobody like him in the major leagues now or maybe ever. Shohei Ohtani.
A little late on the fastball so far from Priester.
Well, again, I think when we watched him, he was losing control of that inside part of the plate, right? And so I think he's trying to see the ball out over the plate.
But he's thinking about going the other way or up
I would
the
think
middle.
so, and he should. I mean, he's got pull-to-pull power.
Yeah.
Better than anybody in the game.
2 long battles early for Priester. This is pitch number 8 to Ohtani. And he skies one to left. Over is Collins. 2 outs. 2 up, 2 down for Quinn Priester, and that brings up Mookie Betts. Priester's 25.
You got to try to do something. He looks really sharp.
Thanks, Pat.
Thank you.
And thanks to Pat Murphy, second-year Milwaukee manager. He was Craig Counsell's longtime bench coach with the Brewers before he finally got his chance. In his late 60s, he gets a chance. He wins Manager of the Year last year. And as he told us earlier, most importantly, he survived managing Jeff Francoeur in the minor leagues. What was that, 2014, Frenchie?
It was the El Paso Chihuahua.
I mean, what a combo in the Chihuahua.
Me and Murph.
You guys actually got thrown out of a game together, which is a nice memory.
Do they still have the cheerleaders on top of the dugouts there in El Paso?
Absolutely, yeah. Had everything there.
He's done just about everything you can do. Legendary college coach. Came to notoriety at Notre Dame and then Arizona State as Teoscar Hernandez walks on 4 pitches to start the 4th inning. So a man on for the Dodgers to start the 4th with Freeman coming up.
Don't want to miss a postseason game? Just tell Siri, show me the upcoming MLB schedule.
Priester facing Freddie Freeman now.
One thing I like about Murph, too, guys, is he admitted to us today when he took over that intern job in San Diego, I wasn't ready. I didn't know the big league game. And I know he credits Dave Roberts a lot on that staff helping him out.
Murphy was the AAA manager with the Padres when that went down. Bud Black let go. Dave Roberts was on the big league staff with the Padres. So those two were together briefly and through the years in the Padres system, but briefly in the major leagues. Freddie Freeman into left field. Collins on the run. Collins on the track. Leaps and makes the catch. Retreating is Hernandez. May have a play. No play. Terang eats it. Isaac Collins with a terrific play in left field. And the first defensive gem of this game.
That ball carried, Frenchie.
Oh, big time. And let me tell you, when you haven't played really in a playoff game yet, and in left field here, that's the hardest ball, right? When you're in left field and that left-hander hits it and it's tailing away from you and it keeps going. Watch how even he took his eye off it for a second to look at the wall, turned around and made the catch, and big play.
He has not played left field in 2 weeks. His last start was September 28th in the regular season. Will Smith, first ball swinging, he fouls it back.
Watching Collins go to the fence for a brief second, you could see what panic looks like for an outfielder.
And then you give I had it the whole time.
Yeah. Smith coming back from the hand fracture. And he sends that one back up the middle and a base hit. Hernandez will stop at second. Will Smith, he's been swinging early in counts. First 2 games of the division series, Smith did not start. He's coming back from a fractured hand. They tried to get his legs under him. Frenchie is a catcher, getting him 4 or 5 innings. But he has now started the last 3 games in this postseason.
He has, and Ronnie and I were talking before the game, and I said, Will Smith's swing looks good. The power's not there, I don't think, back yet with kind of the wrist and what it's been through, but he had his best year of his career this year offensively.
Big scoring chance for the Dodgers now in the 4th. Tommy Edman. On the first pitch, line drive, center field. That's down a base hit. They're going to hold up Hernandez. So Tommy Edman in ambush mode, and the Dodgers have the bases loaded in the 4th. A walk and 2 singles. And LA with their best chance. And that's going to draw Chris Hook, the Milwaukee pitching coach, out for a mound visit.
Well, on that first pitch, kind of off the end of the bat, and Teoscar didn't read it correctly. He thought it might stay up long enough, so he paused and froze, and that kept him from scoring.
Yeah, too, you got to remember, Sal Frelick playing in center field got a great arm. If that's anybody else, usually I think you might push the envelope a little bit.
And he hasn't played a lot of center, so maybe a little more conservative play than you'd usually get.
They are loaded up with 1 out in the Dodger 4th. Max Muncy coming up. A reminder that your team, your players, your postseason. You can follow all the postseason action. Download the MLB app, the #1 app for live baseball. Big chance early for LA. When Priester in his 3rd inning. Max Muncy walked in the 2nd off Priester. Now you're getting into the 2nd time around against this right-hander.
It's interesting, guys, the double play depth that you see from the Brewers. Bryce Treinen really has moved over into that hole, trying to eat up that hole, because Muncy gets a lot of base hits on the ground in that situation.
Priester is a ground ball pitcher. Brewers set up for 2. And Muncy skies one to center field. Hit well. This one's got a chance. Freeman going back to the wall. He leaps. It's in and out of his glove, but he caught it. And now chaos on the bases. Might have a play at the plate. The throw. Not in time. No, he's out. He's out. It's a forced play at the plate. And he is out. All of this is going to be reviewed.
It's only a forced play if he didn't catch it.
I don't think they know.
Also, did he leave early? Once it hits the glove, you can leave the base. It hits the wall.
It's a force play then.
It's the first play.
It's going to be a force play.
It's no catch.
Yeah.
It hits the wall off his glove. And now it's a forced play at home.
Let's see. And the throw beat him.
Yeah.
So you're going to have bases loaded and 2 outs.
3 outs because Contreras ran to 3rd.
He ran to 3rd for another force.
Wow.
I mean, the catch was the 2nd out. Out at the plate would be the 3rd out.
No catch.
Wasn't a catch. Oh, beg your pardon. No catch.
Yeah, no catch.
Force play, and then the play at 3rd. Wow, what a play. What a wild play.
The guys in Chelsea, their heads are exploding.
Call on the field was safe. Tonight's replay review powered by Zoom. Now that ball glanced off the wall, which kept it live. Crew chief is James Hoy.
This
is crazy.
2 seasons, this Brewers team has a knack for stealing home runs or getting it back in play.
So right here, that's going to be your forced play at home.
Yeah, live ball first of all.
That's your second out.
That's your second out, and then you said Contreras ran to 3rd?
Yes, ran to 3rd.
Just
that's not easy.
Pretend it's a one hopper to the center fielder. There you go. Throws it to the plate. This is the sequence here. So now keep your eye on Will Smith at 2nd.
Okay.
You know the out at the plate is good. That's a force.
Here's the out.
Now Contreras goes to 3rd.
Keep an eye on that. Does Contreras...
We got to get a better.
Yeah, he was to beat Smith. You saw Smith jogging. So if that's the case,
2 outs and out of the inning.
That's a double play.
That's one of the craziest plays you've ever seen.
Remember, Ortiz's throw right on the money with something on it.
Absolutely. And right here you can see, look at Joey Ortiz telling him, give me the ball. Come here and step on third. That's going to be your third out.
Yes. Caleb Durbin, the third baseman, knows it the whole way. This is James Hoy as they work this out in New York, waiting on a word from New York how to adjudicate this.
Did we see, what did the umpire out in the outfield say?
I didn't see that.
Because
they usually signal the same.
After review, the call on the field, the force out at home plate is confirmed. The runner is out. It's confirmed on the runner at third baseman. The force out is out.
Wow. Whoa.
Wow.
What Dave Roberts is going to argue is that even though there was a force out at home, no one signaled to where their base runners could go.
It's going to go 8-6-2 unassisted to third. One of the wildest plays in baseball playoff history right there. Unreal double play, and the Brewers are out of this inning. What?
Everybody's chilling.
Because Blake Snell is on cruise control right now. Kasparius just added to this championship series roster, was not on the DS roster, milling around. Blake Snell is through 5 innings, started his night retiring 6 in a row, gave up a single, and he's retired 8 straight since.
You know, Ronnie, Chad Patrick might have made the pitch of the series on that backdoor cutter the other night. Who was that he got looking?
I believe Ian Happ.
That was nasty.
23 starts he made this season. Got a little tired there at the end, but he's found a home in the postseason in that bullpen.
Pours a cut fastball in on Freddie Freeman. That's his signature pitch. Patrick was excellent for Milwaukee in the first 3 months when the Brewers had a lot of starting pitcher injuries. And as is often the case, Ron, a pitcher who goes from a starter to a reliever, and especially with the adrenaline pumping, seeing fastball velocity that we haven't seen from Chad Patrick this year. He's hitting 97 miles an hour frequently.
Yeah, definitely an uptick in his stuff. There's that backdoor cutter that he throws. Reminds me of Roy Halladay when he was at his best.
Freddie Freeman in a 3-2 count. 1 out in the 6th. Freeman, a high fly ball to right. It is deep. Back on it, Churio, and Freddie Freeman sends one out of here. A rainmaker to right field, and the Dodgers strike first. Hit it where they couldn't make a play. Freeman's got his first homer of this postseason, his first RBI, and he's given the Dodgers the lead in Game 1.
You know, Ronnie, you had said earlier that he had his power stroke, and we said he faced all these lefties.
That's right.
Now he gets the righty right here. Had to come to him, and he got this one a little bit under, but again, to right field. 108 off the bat, 362 feet just over the wall.
It's got to be one of the highest home runs we've ever seen in the post.
Roof scraper. Yeah. And the roof is closed. Freddie Freeman, he has done damage to Milwaukee in postseasons past. That is a player that Brewers fans do not want to see. And Smith fouls that away.
Yeah, he's telling Max Muncy. He's got a good cutter.
Yeah. Tell him, don't hit the cutter, wait for the heater.
0-2 the count on Will Smith.
Freddie Freeman in these postseason games, just money every year.
made for it. Great success with the Braves, and he's carried it over to the Dodgers. There's a liner to center field. That's down. A base hit for Will Smith. He's 2 out of 3. Well, the launch angle on this one, sending it right to the roof.
Alan, what do we always talk about? Sometimes the guys that have the most success in the postseason are patient, right?
Yeah.
You got a 3-2 pitch. You saw different pitches, got deep in the count, and you had a chance to put your team up.
Pitching coach Chris Hook on his way to the mound to have a chat with Chad Patrick.
Freeman is just such an intelligent hitter. The 1-1 pitch, he tried to come in with that two-seamer inside. It missed. It made it 2-1. Then he got the count even with a backdoor cutter, a beautiful pitch. He tried to come back in again, and Freddie was lying in wait.
Let's send it down to Lauren Shahadi.
Brian, we've seen Freddie hit the ball to right field a few times in this postseason. He told me, I'm trying to do the exact opposite. I'm thinking 0-1 mindset, hit the ball to left center on a line, so if I hit it to right, my bat just got in the way. Jeff, the bat's in the zone for such a long time. He gives himself such a high probability.
It's the reason he's got over 2,500 hits, and if I had to guess, at some point, 3,000 in the Hall of Fame. He goes line to line as good as any hitter in the game.
And a line drive hitter who just launched one at 40. Just listening right now, it looks like. Just be a good listener sometimes. That's what a good pitching coach does, huh? 2-2 to Pages. Back up the middle, hits the mound. Treinen, 4-out, number 1. And we remind you that the 2025 MLB postseason is brought to you by Liberty Mutual. Only pay for what you need. And by DraftKings Sportsbook, your home for live betting. And by Indeed. The future of job searching has arrived. Try Indeed Career Scout today. Brian Anderson, Jeff Francoeur, Ron Darling, Lauren Shahadi. Great to have all of you with us on TBS as we cover the National League Championship Series. The last two standing in the NL as Shohei Ohtani bats for the 4th time, then walked twice, and again facing a left-hander. He was intentionally walked in the 5th. Priester got out of that inning with a double play. Only had one at-bat against a right-hander in this game tonight as he hits a bullet right at Vaughn. Snares it, takes it to the bag. 2 outs. Hot one off the bat of Shohei Ohtani. Nothing to show for it.
Well, Ohtani, we talked about seeing some pitches tonight. Finally got into a 2-0 count, so he was able to get something he could handle. That was smoke just right up on.
I mean, that just tested his courage.
Yeah,
not his defensive abilities. Do you have enough courage to stay there? Stay in front of that.
Left the bat at 100 miles an hour. If you like to play the exit velocity.
TBS. Big East basketball is coming to TNT Sports.
This is the 2025 MLB postseason. It's brought to you by Loan Depot. And brought to you by Vanda Pharmaceuticals. Innovate in the service of people's pursuit of happiness. The Blake Snell Show thus far. 1-0 Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Bryce Treinen leads off, fouls it away. Dodgers go into their better defensive alignment. Justin Dean comes in for Teoscar Hernandez. Pages goes from center to right. And Blake Snell is the story. He's faced the minimum through 7.
Teoscar gets the Pat Burrell treatment.
Well, what's interesting in the outfield, Pages is playing in right center in the gap.
Which to me means they're just going to throw nothing but heaters away. They're thinking Terrain's going the other way.
1 ball, 1 strike on Treinen. Snell gave up a lone base runner in the 3rd inning. It was a leadoff single by Caleb Durbin. He picked him off. He's retired 14 in a row. 20 out of 21 batters, and then the out on the bases. That represents the 21 outs. 2 balls and a strike. Treinen roll over ground ball. Freeman, he'll take it to the bag, and there is out number 1. MLB Together is baseball's platform embodying the sport's commitment to philanthropic causes and mental wellness efforts by teams, players, and the league. To learn more, please visit MLBtogether.com. Snell calling his own game, PitchCom on his belt. He's got the game plan card in his pocket. And strike one to Andrew Vaughn.
You know, we keep thinking this could be the last inning.
Could see it.
If he's at 102, 103.
Save Sasaki for another day. Vaughn on the ground, had no doubles over there. Muncy guarding that line, and he makes the play for out number 2. Well positioned. And Max Muncy on a 5-3 put out retires Vaughn. 2 men are out here in the 8th inning. 16 in a row retired by Snell.
Sasaki throwing, but not throwing hard. You don't usually see this couplet. 9 ground ball outs, 9 Ks. Very unusual.
Here is Sal Frelick, 0 for 2. His play in center field has kept this the game that it is right now. 1-0 Dodger lead. Dodgers were hunting a big inning. 0-1 pitch. Bouncing ball foul, and it's 0-2. We used to talk about whether managers would take Blake Snell out after 5 innings. And now we may be questioning Dave Roberts whether he's going to take him out after 8 innings. Here's the 0-2. Able to lay off. We've seen some great pitching performances in the playoffs, but Ronnie Frenchie, the game that comes to mind for me right now, and I'm shocked to even say it myself, Roy Halladay's no-hitter in 2010.
I mean, that's what it feels like. If not for the Durbin single, we'd be looking at history tonight.
Just no chance. And has completely eliminated the Brewers offensively.
There has been no hard contact. I mean, you think about Durbin's hit was kind of off the end of the bat to center field. Hasn't been a line out or...
Just celebrated the 15th anniversary of that great Halladay no-hitter.
Like a 3-2 count is a rally against Snell tonight.
Only guy with a hit is on deck, Caleb Durbin. He's due next. Sellout crowd here in Milwaukee on their feet. Frelick in a 3-2 count. Here comes Snell, and he rings him up. Blake Snell drops a big curve. Caught him guessing. 8 shutout innings. 10 strikeouts tonight. A new career high in the postseason.
On TNT.
What a performance tonight from Blake Snell. And his 3 postseason starts as a member of the Los Angeles Dodgers to die for. He's gone 21 postseason innings, just 2 earned runs. That was TBS Total Motion presented by Progressive. Abner Uribe is the Milwaukee closer, and he enters the fray here with the Brewers down 1-0 in the 9th. Bottom of the order coming up with Muncy Hernandez, Kike Hernandez, and Andy Pages. Just like the Dodgers did in Philadelphia, when they forced Yohan Duran into the game, they had the lead both occasions in the 2 road wins. It looks like Snell is out. He's getting handshakes and high fives. And Roki Sasaki is now throwing in the bullpen.
And bows. But Uribe, last time out, was Sasaki. 2 innings pitched in the deciding Game 5. Hard sinker, hard slider.
2 balls and a strike on Max Muncy. Three balls and a strike. Muncy leading off his 9th inning. And he takes a strike. Jumped out of the way. It is high velocity and it is power sink.
And he's got a live arm. Ball really moves.
Dodgers have kept this sellout crowd quiet for the most part as Muncy uses his lone timeout. Muncy now wearing glasses. A new development this year. Had a knee injury, an oblique injury lower body problems late in the season, went to the glasses. Full count. Uribe deals, and he lost to Muncy, draws the walk. Good at bat by Max Muncy, and he is aboard to start this 9th inning. Best of Base Camp tonight, presented by T-Mobile, taking you right down on the field. Not a lot of base runners in this one for Milwaukee. Just Durbin. Hernandez shows bunt, pulls it back. Think about this, Blake Snell threw 5 pitches from the stretch. Not batters, pitches. That was in the 3rd inning. Gave up a leadoff single, otherwise we'd be looking at some history. Shows bunt again. Did bunt through that one. And it's 0-2. I can't imagine a tougher guy to try to get a bunt down on than Abner Uribe.
And what 2 beautiful pitches to do it on. As a hitter, you're thinking, here comes that big sink. You're getting ready for it, and then you paint that breaking pitch away.
See if he bunts again or if he's swinging away 0-2. No bunt, and he shoots one into right field. A base hit right off the end of the bat. Muncy will stop at second. Kike Hernandez, his 2nd hit of the game. A cue shot into right, and the Dodgers have 2 on with nobody out in the 9th.
I'll give Kike credit right here, just trying to put the ball in play, right? We talk about that cutting down your swing, and this ball was not hit hard by any means.
You know, but Uribe tipped his hand. He threw 2 sliders. He's going to go with the 3rd slider. So Kike sold out on it. It's October, so it's a base hit. The Dodgers are in business.
Yeah, and what you got to figure now, the possibility is you're probably going to have Pages bunt, make it 2nd and 3rd. They'll walk Ohtani, so you'll end up probably, if it's executed, Mookie Betts with 1 out and the bases loaded.
Big spot in the game right here. Dodgers trying to add on and deliver a finishing punch to Milwaukee. 2 on, nobody out. Grant Anderson starting to throw once again in the Brewer bullpen. Again, one thing to remind everyone who weren't following the division series, that was just Saturday. And Uribe with the high stress, high adrenaline 2 innings to finish off the Cubs on Saturday. Right back on the mound on a Monday night in Game 1. Pages squares. Pages gets a bunt down. Uribe is going to think about 3rd, resets it, fires a strike to 1st. Sacrifice bunt, well done by Pages. And now it's 2nd and 3rd for Shohei Ohtani.
Ohtani might as well just go ahead and put the bat down. It's a good job by Uribe here too, Ronnie, because he was ready to go to 3rd, but then realized right here, not the smart play, and took the out.
Yeah, he didn't get a great handle on it when he first fielded it, so nice wherewithal to then throw the ball to 1st to get the out. Ohtani's going to be intentionally walked, as you said, Frenchie.
As soon as he stepped on the dirt circle, he was sent to 1st.
Now the Brewers have a decision in the infield. You might see them kind of come halfway depth right here. Obviously with the Uribe, you're looking for something to roll over to 3rd or 2nd or to short.
Mookie Betts steps in with the bases loaded. Dodgers looking for the knockout punch here in the 9th. Uribe deals, and that one's high.
It's interesting, both Vaughn at 1st and Durbin at 3rd are playing back, not all the way in, maybe because of the Muncy speed. They think they'll still have time. Now up the middle, they're trying to turn 2.
Uribe does get a lot of ground balls. Power sinker pitcher, and he misses upstairs again. 2-0 the count, nowhere to put Betts. This is where Betts is at his best. He knows his strike zone so well. He's calm under pressure. Drew a key walk in Game 5 against the Phillies. 2-0. Betts takes ball 3. And now Uribe in a mess here. 3-0. That is Alex Call on deck. That spot was occupied by Teoscar Hernandez. And then Justin Dean. 3-0. Taking all the way. Strike one. Game-changing pitch right here. Betts in a hitter's count. Uribe fires. Betts. Foul ball out of play. He was late on it.
Good pitch. Got it outside enough.
Force play at every base. Brewers still in a position to turn two up the middle. They're halfway in. Full count. And it is ball four, and Mookie Betts draws a bases-loaded walk. The Dodgers are up 2-0. The presence of Ohtani pays off in ways like this all the time. We just saw it in Game 4 against the Phillies on Thursday night.
It was an interesting call. His best pitch is his sinker. He had just thrown two to get back in the count, and he went with the slider on the 3-2 count, trying to trick Mookie.
And again, a veteran hitter like Mookie, you're not going to get him to chase too much right there, and you felt like if you could cook a sinker there, you had a better chance.
Now you're in trouble. Uribe threw too many pitches, and you can't use them tomorrow.
A Wisconsin native, Alex Call, gets the pinch hit appearance here with the bases loaded and one out. Call started 2 games in the division series, both against Christopher Sanchez. The only guy that Sanchez could not get out. Reached base 4 times against the big lefty for the Phillies. 2 hits, hit by a pitch, and he walked. 2-0. Call has excellent plate discipline. Big reason why he's in a spot like this.
You almost feel like he's going to take a strike before he swings the bat, right?
I would think so right here. 2-0, you got a guy throwing 18 pitches, 10 balls.
Here's a 2-0. That's a strike.
I'm not helping him out, that's for sure.
They are loaded. A run is in. Dodgers up 2-0. 2-1. Call pops it up. That infield fly roll is called. Out number 2. Runners at their own risk there. They all stay put. 2 down. Here comes Freddie Freeman. Freeman's home run with 1 out in the 6th put the Dodgers on the board. 2 hits tonight for Freeman. And he takes a ball. One and one. One of those spots. While everybody's thinking grand slam, if you're in the Freeman camp, this is when he's been known to shorten up and slap one to the opposite field.
I was going to say, Uribe's got to come into him right here. If you go sinker away, you're going right into Freddie's strength.
1 ball, 1 strike. Big hole on the left side. And that one's inside. He missed with it. 2-1 to Freeman. And a grand slam in Game 1 World Series last year. Was the MVP of the World Series. The 2-1. Freeman in the air, right center. Deep on the run is Frelick. He's got it, and the inning is over. Dodgers get a big insurance run. They lead 2-0 for their rookie sensation, the new Dodger closer, Roki Sasaki, coming in to face Durbin, Collins, and Ortiz.
Go ahead and throw your stones. stop this. You can't stop this.
Find your postseason game day fit now at MLBshop.com.
Alex Cole, after a pinch hit appearance, will stay in. He'll go to right field. That moves Pages back to center. And here we go, bottom of the ninth. And Roki Sasaki, who has taken this postseason by storm, Ronnie, is on to try to close this one down for the Dodgers.
He has just been about unhittable so far in the postseason. 22 walks in his first 36 and third innings. They took him out of circulation. They built up his mechanics and his confidence, and he's come back and is what a weapon for the Dodgers to have in the post.
Caleb Durbin, who has the lone hit in this game, came to lead off the third inning against Blake Snell, who faced the minimum tonight. He picked off Durbin. Snell was brilliant. 8 shutout innings, 10 Ks. Durbin gets jammed. A pop-up in the infield. Muncy wants it. And there is out number 1 here in the ninth for L.A.
Now, Roki, now 5 2/3 innings, only 1 hit and 5 Ks this postseason. And Ronnie, he threw 3 perfect innings to bridge the 8th, 9th, and 10th in Game 4 against Philadelphia.
Isaac Collins now with 1 away. Switch hitting left fielder.
You know, in today's game, what you're looking for is no contact or soft contact if you're pitching. Never a better example than this game for Dodger pitching. Remarkable.
Here's the 1-0. That's a strike. 99 with the fastball. Jake Bauers looks like he'll get the at-bat next. That's a spot occupied by Joey Ortiz, number 9 spot. If the Brewers get a base runner in this inning, Jackson Chourio will come to the plate. And then Yelich.
Yeah, and that's the guy you remember hit that big 3-run homer against Valencia with the Cubs at 100. So you know he can handle that high velocity.
Roki Sasaki, 23-year-old rookie coming from Japan. Even in the wild card series, Dave Roberts wasn't sure how he was going to run the closers game, how he was going to finish games. Sasaki made that an easy call for him. 3-1. And that's ball 4. Close pitch. Collins gets the benefit of the doubt, and the Brewers have a base runner with 1 out in the ninth, and the tying run is coming up. We'll do it again tomorrow for Game 2. Same time here on TBS, streaming on HBO Max. Blue Jays Mariners, travel day tomorrow. They're back at it for Game 3 on Wednesday.
The first walk for Dodger pitching tonight.
Jake Bauers will come off the bench. The power hitter off the bench. He hit a big homer against the Mets in the wild card series last year.
And hit one this year as well against the Cubs in Wrigley.
Collins, great speed at first base. 2-0 Dodgers. Bauers takes a ball. Seven homers in the regular season. 2 hits, including a homer this postseason. 2-0.
Boy, watching Sasaki in the postseason, I swear he hasn't been behind any hitters.
No.
It's the first time.
Pitched in a hostile environment in Philadelphia twice. Knocked saves. Both times. 2-0. Ball 3.
It's rare in today's game, but there'll be no swing here on 3-0.
I don't think so either.
Must be nice to get me over fastballs. Registers at 96.
Cruising speed fastball. 3-1. Hitters count for Bauers. He's the tying run. And Bowers a swing and a miss. Dropped the splitter on him. The equalizer for Sasaki. And it's nasty. From 3-0 to 3-2.
That buckled Bowers. He needs a timeout.
Plants the seed. That home run in the wild card series last year, the first ever pinch hit homer in Brewer franchise history in the postseason. He's in a big spot. Here's the 3-2, and Bowers into center field. That ball's hit well. Pages can't get it, and it bounces up and out. That'll be an automatic double. It's fortunate for the Dodgers. Collins would have scored easily on that, but it's second and third with one out. And Jackson Chourio is coming up as Bowers delivers with a double.
I thought maybe you'd see the split right there after the 3-1 pitch, and the way that Bowers was out. Bowers was ready for that fastball. He'd already looked at 4 of them and squared one up to dead center.
You know what was crazy about that at bat? Bowers called timeout. Then when he came back in to hit, Sasaki kind of quick pitched him, or at least got ready quickly. He was looking at the umpire like he didn't recognize me. There's no way that you should let him pitch here. But he still stayed in there because he called his timeout, and he ends up hitting a double. Crazy. Watch, he gets in there. Oh, this is early. This is the double. If he could pull it back a little earlier, we would see what happened between Sasaki.
He turned around and looked at the umpire.
Yes.
Bowers, yeah.
What a big spot for Jake Bowers. Brandon Lockridge on the LCS roster specifically for this. He's a burner, and he's at second carrying the tying run. Blake Treinen loosening in the bullpen. Here is Jackson Chourio. Second and third, one out. Chourio, fly ball, center field. Pages on the run. He's got it. Both runners tag. Collins will score. The Brewers are on the board. The Dodgers are an out away from a Game 1 victory. Chourio with a sac fly and an RBI. Missed it a click on the bat.
Yeah, he did, and now you go back to that top of the ninth and how big that tack-on run was for the Dodgers. He was on time. He was ready for it. You can tell just a tick in on him.
Yeah, got a little deep.
Yep.
Here is Christian Yelich, the LA native, standing up in a big opportunity for Milwaukee. Brewers had 39 comeback wins this year, among the best in the National League. The Dodgers were the best. Ooh, big swing by Yelich. Sasaki gave him the splitter, and it's 1-1. Lockridge, the tying run at third. Here's the 1-1. 2 balls and a strike.
It's true where you got to trust Will Smith, too, your catcher, with that split to not overcook one. Good job by Smith getting it down in the dirt.
One of the best in the game.
Yeah.
2 balls and a strike. Sasaki deals. Inside, almost hit him. And a heck of a play by Will Smith. Just saved a run right there on a 99-mile-an-hour fastball.
As a catcher, when you call a fastball, you're expecting it to be close to the plate. This one, he tugged.
Hitters count, 3-1. There's a strike. Count is full. What a game. What a finish to this one. Contreras due next. Rookie closer. Veteran hitter. And Yelich spoils it foul.
Yeah, it was a ball off the plate. You know, it's interesting. If you remember, he went 3-1 split to Bowers, came back with a fastball. Here to Yelich, 3-1 split, but he came back with it on 3-2.
Hessia's the lefty, Treinen the righty. Spotlight on the mound right here with Sasaki. 3-2, 2 outs. And it's ball 4. Wow. Yelich is aboard as the potential winning run here.
That was a heck of an at-bat by Yelich.
And with the high-velocity fastball of Sasaki, I think Dave Roberts not going to let him face him. He's going to bring in Blake Treinen, if I had to guess right here, with that sinker ball. They're trying to get it into Contreras.
That's right.
First blemish for Sasaki, who has been brilliant in this role for the Dodgers thus far. And Dave Roberts is going to call on 37-year-old right-hand reliever Blake Treinen. We'll set up the matchup when we come back. What a finish in front of us here. 2-1 Dodgers lead it. The Brewers chase Roki Sasaki. There are 2 outs in the ninth. And Ronnie, it's Blake Treinen on to try to finish things off for L.A.
Well, Treinen, who's been so locked down his career in a Dodger uniform, has struggled this year. Forearm strain kept him out for 3 months. He has never faced William Contreras. Against right-handed hitters, it's almost exclusively sinker and sweeper.
He was dominant in the postseason last year. Tying run at third, winning run at first. Both can fly. Only the Red Sox had more walk-off wins than the Brewers in the regular season. Milwaukee had 11. Contreras,
he likes that first, and he likes that first pitch fastball.
Moment of truth. 2 outs in the ninth. Treinen deals. First pitch, swing by Contreras. He got a breaking ball and he fouls it away.
Treinen is locked in on Contreras. The Yelich tried to steal the bag.
That would put the winning run in scoring position. There he goes. Contreras takes a ball, no throw. Good call, Ronnie. Yelich is in with a stolen base.
When it's a tying run like that late, most teams do not even defend the stolen base.
And again, you said it. He is locked in on Contreras right here.
Best arm in the outfield is back in center field right now with Pages. 2 outs. The 1-1. Contreras fouls it back, and the count is a ball and 2 strikes. Brewers are down to their last strike.
Contreras, 2 home runs in the division series with fastballs out over the plate. Treinen has been trying to rush him inside with that sinker.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here he comes. Contreras with a take. 2-2. Contreras is a free swinger early, but he was top 10 in the National League in walks this year. Treinen due next. 2-2 the count. Treinen deals. Contreras takes a ball. He gets patient deep in counts, and now it's 3-2. Treinen does have a base open at first.
He doesn't want to face Treinen. He's going after Contreras here.
Here we go. Full count, 2 outs. Bottom of the ninth. And it's ball 4. The 3rd walk of the inning to go along with a double. And the bases are loaded for Bryce Treinen. Mark Prior, pitching coach of the Dodgers, on his way out.
I mean, this is what the postseason does. A walk can get you excited.
Yeah, no doubt, setting it up for Bryce Treinen. But you said it, B.A. Contreras aggressive early, but finds a way to kind of reel it in and gets that 2-strike approach. And right there, from 1-2 to ball 4.
You know, the maturation of Treinen. He always had the glove, platinum glove. But he changed his position in the game this season with 10 home runs in August. 18 total, where he's at a different position in the game.
He was the player of the month in the National League in the month of August. What a finish. Blake Snell can only watch. He was brilliant through 8. Sasaki to Treinen. And now 2 outs with the bases loaded. Nowhere to put him.
You sure he's watching? I might not be.
Winning run at second base. Here comes Treinen. And Treinen late on it, fouls it away. 2 days ago in the Division Series Game 5. A put-away punch by Bryce Treinen to deep center field. Made it 3-1. Brewers would win by that score. Here's the 0-1. That's a ball. Bryce Treinen was one of the Brewers' best all year with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, he led Milwaukee this year, 368 with runners in scoring position.
The 1-1. That's a strike. Treinen makes a big pitch. Backdoor breaking ball. 1-2 the count. Again, the Dodgers are a strike away.
Unhittable for a left-hander. That ball looks like it's in the other batter's box.
1-2 the count. Treinen deals. Oh, he almost hit him. Fight or flight. I'm sure Treinen would love to tell his brain to just stand in there and wear one.
That would have got him too.
2-2. Treinen ready. Treinen, a swing and a miss, and Blake Treinen closes the door. The Brewers strand the bases loaded, and the beleaguered Dodger bullpen searching for answers. They found one in Blake Treinen tonight. Dodgers win a thriller in Milwaukee by a final score of 2-1, and they take Game 1. Blake Snell, 8 scoreless innings, only 1 hit, a career-best 10 Ks. Freddie Freeman with the key home run.
5 pitches there to Treinen win. Fastball, 3 sweepers, and then climb the zone right here on Treinen, and he just could not lay off.
Treinen was looking for that fastball. He got the fastball, just not in the zone. And in a postseason so far, where his mates have had to rescue Treinen, Treinen rescues Sasaki.
Freddie Freeman just falls in a heap. Agony for Brewers fans as they see their club try to snatch one back in Game 1 after that incredible pitching performance.